Well, we live in the social media age where people that shouldn't have an opinion do. And, yeah, you should have to earn your right to have an opinion. And we've told everyone that we think they're special. And I've got news for you. Some of you aren't special. Your mother thinks you are, God thinks you are, and the rest of us are laughing. You're not special. It's that simple. So we prove this because occasionally James Childs combs through, our producer, he combs through Twitter and comes up with mean things that people say about me on Twitter. Can you imagine that? That people would say mean things about me. Me. Little old kind and generous me. That someone might say something nasty and mean about me. And you've gone to great extent on this particular series on mean tweets because you've actually classified the mean tweets here.
Yeah, they're so random. I had to put them in some sort of order.
Had to have some kind of organization to the meanness.
I'm finding that there are different classes. You know, there's different categories of them. So
there's different degrees of hate.
Yeah, it's kind of a science now.
Oh, yeah. It's something. Well, I mean, when you have a hobby, you should, you should work at it. So I'm glad you're doing this. Not really, but.
I got to do something when you're out of town. You know?
Well, I'm glad you're working. Yes, that's good. Okay, so. The first series of mean tweets are from high schoolers because we're getting ready to graduate our 2 millionth high school student from Dave Ramsey's Foundations in Personal Finance high school curriculum. And so there's a lot of high schoolers, and I can kind of relate to these mean tweets because were I in high school these days, I would be the kid with Twitter bored in class and making fun of the guy on the video. That would be me. And since I am the guy on the video, that's what they do. So, M. Lass says, the only thing I like about Dave Ramsey lesson videos is the music, to be honest. Brandon says, thank the Lord, no more watching Dave Ramsey in Money Matters. Brianna, just hearing the name Dave Ramsey makes me want to jump off a cliff. Don't do it, Brianna. It's not worth it. So dramatic. Deb says, I don't do anything in here. Neither Mr. Click nor Dave Ramsey has taught me a thing. Noah says, Dave Ramsey, a.k.a. Lullabies. I think Bubba's sleeping in class. Yeah, it could be happening. Kids of Dave Ramsey fans. This is a new category of mean tweets. Apparently people are messing with their kids and using my name to do it. And so the kids are lashing back on Twitter. Ashley says, if my dad tries to force me to listen to Dave Ramsey one more time, I'm going to throw myself out of the car. Well, maybe you and Brianna can find a cliff and a car at the same time. It would work together here. Aaliyah says, do anyone else's parents make them listen to Dave Ramsey? Frowny face. Tessa says, thanks for emailing me Dave Ramsey articles every day, Dad, but also no thanks. Then we have to put this on Twitter. It can't be an email. We have to tell the whole universe our displeasure with this. Now we get more serious with the Twitter hate, mean tweets. This is people who hate on rich people. Dave Ramsey flaunts his money for no reason. Ya girl Lexi says, which just the Twitter name covers it. Cats Attacks says, Dave Ramsey is a capitalist pig. No doubt about it, baby doll. No doubt about it. Vanilla Thrilla says, Dave Ramsey makes getting rich look like popping balloons. Which I really don't. I guess that's a thing when I pop the balloons in the dumping debt lesson. So somebody's watching FPU. That could have been a high schooler. It's possible. You might have got that in the wrong category, James. You have to work on your hobby here. I mean, your job. Okay, just generally mean and random category to wrap up the Dave reads mean tweets section here. Brett says, Dave Ramsey saying stupid things shouldn't surprise me so much. This brouhaha says, I really like Dave Ramsey's idea of comedy. You are a financial advisor. Stop making jokes about offensive things. Okay, I'll work on that. Johnny Digitized says, man, forget Dave Ramsey. I'ma get my Lexus. Oh, he's buying a Lexus car. Couldn't spell it, but he bought it. Okay. It's with an X, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you should be able to spell the car before you buy it. Shouldn't that be like a law? Especially if the car is over $5,000. Maserati is hard to spell, though. That's not necessarily phonetical. Or is phonetical a word? This is killing me. All right. One more. Michael says, I spend my work days listening to Dave Ramsey podcasts and eating Whoppers. I don't know if this is heaven or hell. Well, the podcast is a selection, dude. I mean, you can just choose to not. Well, I guess you could choose to not eat Whoppers, too. But, okay. Well, those weren't too brutal. I mean, there was a few of them, but the first time or two you did this, you found really pissed off, mean people. These guys were just mildly torqued here. So, I don't know. I know I'm not going out of town again for a while if this is what you do with your time. So, oh, Lord. Open phones at 888-825-5222.